So this is point number one. If you're thinking of buying in a vacation rental, not necessarily just for investment, but because you want to have a personal win in there, a component where you get to, get bonuses personally for this, here's point number one. You have to choose. And that's not an answer that most people like from us when they ask, but you have to choose. So what do I mean by that?
So whether it's personal or for investment. So at the end of the day, we have to make that decision as to whether or not, is this something that we are going to get a lifestyle benefit from, or is this an investment? And sometimes when we get our emotions attached, especially to a vacation rental, then sometimes those lines get blurred and people make mistakes. So they'll buy a property because they love the area, they love going there themselves, and they assume everybody else is going to as well. And when you're renting it out by the day, or you're renting it out by the week, or that sort of thing, it's totally different tenant clientele. It's totally different setup and property management setup. There's a lot of things that are different. And in a lot of cases, when our emotions get involved in an investment, which is sometimes what happens when it comes to a vacation rental, we don't base it all solely on the numbers. So Tiff said that we bought it looking at the numbers. Yeah, we looked at them, but we did not really crunch the numbers like we should have, because we wanted to use it personally. We wanted to rent it out, but we weren't sure exactly how to go about doing that. How is it going to get cleaned? How are they going to get their keys? How is this all going to work? So that took a lot of trial and error kind of thing to get that all figured out, right?
Yeah, so we did look at the numbers and we thought we were being good investors is what we were doing, but yet we wanted it for personal use. But yet we wanted it for personal use and we hadn't even been in that unit before we bought it. And we found out that, guess what's right upstairs, right above us in that unit? I mean, this is a building we've been staying in since it had been built, and every year, usually twice a year, we'd go, and many of our friends come with us. So we have like 20 units in the whole building, and we just go room to room to room. And so we'd seen the majority of the units. We thought we knew what they looked like, but guess what was right above our unit? Was the party room. Right above our unit. And guess what kind of flooring they have in the party room?
It's like hardwood
flooring.
Type flooring.
Yeah, it's a mountain.
And there's
resort.
A pool table up there. Thank goodness it's not there anymore.
But
that's where, when the buses would come in and drop off a busload of skiers, that's where they would hang out before they got their rooms. And so noisy. And some of those buses at times were coming in at 2 in the morning and 4 in the morning. And so, yeah.
So what's the point?
So what's the point?
The point is that we tried to wear both hats. And when you do that, and we've seen many others do it since, when you do that, things actually don't seem to work out as well. So if you're thinking of a rental or a vacation rental right now, the number one question, the thing you need to decide at the outset is, am I doing this for my personal perks? And if you are, that's great and that's fine. But remember that the numbers aren't really going to line up then, okay? Or
in a lot of cases.
In most cases.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about how you can kind of make those numbers line up better. Some of the things that we've found that you can do. We're going to get into that. Am I doing this for my lifestyle? Am I investing in my lifestyle right now, or am I investing in money and trying to get an ROI? And you need to choose. So it can be 60-40, that's fine. It can be 51-49, that's fine. But whichever way you lean, that's the way that you have to make your decisions. So if you're leaning personally and saying this is a lifestyle choice for us, this is for our family, our memories, great. Then you got to let go of some of the number stuff.
So here's the thing. If we were buying this property that we bought, so it's a 1-bedroom condo in Panorama Springs building. So it's a great location. But if we were buying this just for investment purposes, our money would have done way better off just buying another place here in Edmonton. Or it would have done way better off just buying in another location other than a resort or a vacation rental type scenario. So looking at that investment out of our entire portfolio, the numbers probably worked the worst out of all the properties we bought. But here's the key. We don't regret the decision because of the personal use we've gotten out of it. We go every single winter. We go every single summer. So
our family uses it. Our
exactly,
friends use it.
and
we rent it out.
Not just
as well.
us. Lots of people we know. Exactly. So the personal benefit outweighs the fact that it was not the best investment decision. So If you're an investor and you're looking for a solid investment, you focus on the numbers only. But here's the key. When you're looking at a vacation rental, those emotions get in there and you start fudging some of the numbers, or you start convincing yourself, well, maybe we can make it work somehow. As long as you're aware, as long as you're 100% aware that this is probably not the best investment decision, but I want a lifestyle decision to be incorporated, then it can be made worthwhile.